Geraldo Rivera for the Daily Take joins us right now. There will be a headline, Geraldo, from the president's address, right? Good to see you. What's that headline going to be tonight, do you think?
That the president, as of 2 hours ago, doesn't care about the nuclear material buried underground in Iran as long as it stays buried. Now, it just seems to me, I just baffled when I heard that the president said that, according to Reuters, because I thought that was why we went to war in the first place.
The first thing he mentioned.
Isn't that why we wrecked NATO and lost billions of dollars in oil prices and had all these other catastrophic impacts? It just, I don't know, it's been a gut punch to the allies in the Gulf. I hate to be pessimistic. I hope that the headline that you asked for is something like the president promises that this is going to wrap up in a week or two. It's just that it seems so circular to me. It seems, I thought we went to war to make sure that Iran doesn't get a nuclear bomb.
Ever.
Isn't that why we went to war?
I mean, literally what he said.
Wasn't that the most poignant?
On the first night. I mean, he says they'll never possess a nuclear weapon. And he called that a straightforward message. So, you know, he talked about the message last year that was sent with Operation Midnight Hammer, and this time it's going to make sure they never possess a nuclear weapon.
But are they any? My point is, I thought we did this last year. Isn't last year when we had the B-2s and we obliterated the nuclear program in Iran? I hate to be so negative about it. I want him to succeed. When he succeeds, we all succeed. It just seems to me that this thing has been a huge mess, and without any point that I can discern, other than that now we're hearing this is going to be the biggest oil shock or energy shock in the history of the human race. For what? Aside from destroying Iran's conventional capabilities and exhausting their missiles by having the missiles shot at Israel and our other allies, I'm not exactly sure. We've killed lots of Iranian leaders.
Right.
We've serially assassinated a couple of generations of them. You know, but you know, to release these pictures of stuff blowing up, to what end is it blowing up?
Might end up
making
dropping
the American
out of NATO
people
the way he was talking earlier. What'd you make of that comment?
Can you imagine? Can you imagine dropping out of NATO because NATO didn't want to go along with this war, which seems so illogical in so many ways to me? You know, I'm no dove. I am a war correspondent. I root for the home team. I want us to kick ass and take names. But it just doesn't seem to me. Now, losing NATO is to me, a body blow. NATO stands with us. They were with us in Afghanistan. You know, it strengthens Europe against Soviet. I'm dating myself. Russian aggression. You know, I just. You know, show me the silver lining, because so far I don't see it.
Well, the president wants to get out of this, right? I mean, you tell me, right or wrong, because he needs help politically. This is a midterm year at the end of the day, and he's an enormously unpopular president right now. Like, I'm looking at these numbers. We can pop them up in one poll. Not just his overall approval rating, which in the average that we use from DDHQ is dropped under 40, but now his approval in this particular poll is at 35. But look at this, Geraldo. I mean, you say, would you approve of Trump's handling the economy? That was his huge issue. It was always a big issue, and it's gone down from 39 now to 31. 31. You know, and Trump's policies have worsened economic conditions. I mean, like 2/3 of the people say his economic policies have made things worse, which speaks directly to the war and gas prices and everything else that you and I have just been speaking about. So he's got a political problem.
Absolutely, and the political problem is reflected every time anyone drives past a gas station and then sees $4 a gallon gas. Just cast your minds back to the ancient history of snatching Maduro out of Venezuela from the clutches of his Cuban palace guard. At that point, President Trump was riding high. He was a visionary. He was a warrior. He was everything that anyone wants in a leader. Even if you were a Democrat, you had to admire grudgingly that this guy had done some great stuff. Then what he did was then turn right around and got us embroiled in a war that victory has never been defined in that region, at least in generations, in centuries, maybe never. Has anyone won a war in the Middle East? I told you the news always gets worse. People don't listen to me because it sounds like you're rooting against your own team to say something like that the news is going to get worse despite the proclamations of your leaders.
Sometimes
but the
it's just
news
the opposite,
is getting
by the way,
worse.
of rooting against your own team. You're asking the critical questions that have to be asked because you want things to go well. I mean, that's the whole point. You want things to succeed. I know.
Absolutely.
No, I know.
Absolutely.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.